The silence.
Okay, I'll start. Oh yeah, because it's restarting. Oh, who
Who's
him?
That's computer was.
Please.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi everybody. Thank you for joining us on podcast episode 2. For those who are new here today, podcast is a social experiment. Hi.
Hey.
Hi everybody. Thank you for joining us on podcast episode 2. For those who are new here today, podcast is a social experiment. But it's a given platform where poor e-board can freely share their thoughts on our personal lives and entertaining topics, and overall, just a way for us to relax outside of our club duties. Last week, we discussed embarrassing first day stories, like Kyla's NFL situation, and our journeys towards self-love. We even open our segment to special guests such as our friends and loved ones and familiar faces. Hopefully, you can learn more about Po e-board through these monthly videos and make you feel seen in your personal lives as well. And with that said, hello, my name is Alyanna. You can call me Yana. My pronouns are she and they, and I am president. I'm gonna pass it off to Ange.
Oh, hey, I'm Ange. I am your fresh rep this year, and my pronouns are she, her. So I'm gonna pass it off to Kyla. Kyla.
Hi. Hello, my name is Kyla. I am she, her, and I am external, and I'm in the graphics committee. Yay. Kim. I'm going to pass it on to Kim because I know I get to. Hi, Kim.
Oh, okay. So we're reversing the role. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. Hi, my name is Kim. My pronouns are she, her, and I am Po's internal PR. Yes, slay. Anyway, and pass it off to the only person left. Go ahead.
Just really sad. Last but not least, my name is Khandy. I am your other freshman representative, even though I'm a sophomore. And my pronouns are he, him. Sorry, I forgot. Anyway, passing it back to the host, Angelina. I love you, girl.
Well, I'll have to pass it right back to the president to explain what Miss PI is.
Okay, well, you can stop talking now. Can I start
You know
talking?
what?
Because you kind of interrupted my time, and now we have time lost, and now I'm missing the Oscars, which we have 2 more hours of. So, yeah. Thanks, Khandy.
I hope Timothy Chalamet loses.
He literally is not nominated for anything, but you wouldn't know, right? Okay.
Of course he's not.
Okay, well, I'm going to mute him now. Oh, well, he's muted, so thank you. Okay, back to the program. Hey, so, you may be wondering, what is the subject of this episode? You may be wondering. Well, I'm here to answer that if you are wondering. So today, okay, sorry. Are you gonna include this? I think you should. Okay.
Every time you say something funny, are you gonna include this? Like, yes, Yana, I will.
Okay. All right. So today's segment is focused on put an edit over this. Philippines. She made an edit. Okay. So, Miss Philippines, or Miss PR for short, is an intercollegiate pageant held by Rutgers New York FSA and Fordham Lincoln Center Flow. Representatives are chosen by a plethora of clubs in District 3 take on the grand stage at New York Symphony Hall, where they showcase their gown walk, cultural portion, and talent portion corresponding to the pageant's chosen theme. This year's Miss PI exhibited the theme of the Hana, meaning fate. Reps in New Jersey and NY schools displayed all their hard work placed in this event just recently on Saturday, March 19th. So many organizations pulled up to show their support and love and really create a warm environment for all the reps to indulge in. Miss PI is a personal favorite to many, and we can see why. Back to Ange.
I have never heard Yana speak so fast in my life. In this episode, we will have 2 or 3 segments to appreciate the bonding moment of the Miss Philippines 2022 event, and our gratitude towards our rep this year, Kimberly Ruth Subida, who is my big, who also has a plant on her head right now. And maybe we have some special guests later in this episode. Maybe. But I don't know. I guess you have to stay tuned and watch. So I'm going to quickly talk about this segment one. Insert edit here. I'm not going to talk too much because I really want the emphasis of the behind the scenes of Miss PI to be recognized. So I'm just going to talk about how this is my first official D3 event, like in person. Like I did go to like a D3 event, which was their first D3 GBM. But I count that, but this is a more bigger event, you know, where all the schools, all the New Jersey and New York schools were at, you know. So yeah. So let me just tell you, I don't know what is going on with New Jersey buses, but they're I don't like them. I don't like New Jersey Transit. Except
You
for
say this like we're not from Jersey.
Y'all. The
Oh
bus is
yeah.
not
Oh
open.
yeah.
about
I'm
me
not
and
from
Ange.
Jersey. I'm not
Oh,
from
y'all stay
Jersey.
safe. Y'all stay safe.
Y'all stay safe.
Did you hear me saying any one of your names? No. Isn't that crazy how people from New York try to make it all about them?
Anyway, yeah, so let me just say, everyone who traveled with us in a group, they already know that E-board was late. Actually, no. Genbod was early. We told them to be early, but you know, we would think they would run on Filipino time. But they didn't. So I'm very proud that Genbod came early. Maybe next time, not 30 minutes early, maybe 5 minutes early or 15 minutes early. That's
I
fine.
think it's the Kim effect, to be honest. I think it's the Kim effect. The Kim effect where they come early. Let me explain myself. Damn.
Well, I don't
Didn't-
get it. So can you explain?
Okay, I literally just said. You said that E-board was late. And you said that Genbod was on time. I said that's the reason why, because it's for Kim.
Oh, I get it. Okay, I get it. So true. Yeah. Anyway, thanks, Yana, for explaining the Kim effect. 'Cause
Well, thanks.
That's why I have a Coke. You know.
You know what? I'm gonna pull up with a Coke tomorrow, and you're not gonna have any. You're gonna have a Sprite.
Just buy my own Coke. What the heck?
Well, I don't think so.
Okay. Anyway, fast forward to we're on the bus heading to New York Symphony Hall, and all I hear is Newton and Harvey in the back talking about, oh my god, we're in New Jersey. Oh my god, there's a GameStop in New Jersey. And I had me and Maliha were sitting behind them, so I switched seats.
Did people look at you guys?
No, surprisingly.
Oh, they're probably used to having a Newton and a Harvey in their state or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, we got there, and I'm gonna shout out Mufasa, Montclair State University, because I did their pen pal thing, like their D3 pen pal thing, like I forgot like how many months ago that was.
I can't
And-
believe you did that. That makes me so happy.
My pen pal was someone from Mufasa, so shout out Avery. And this is the first time I met her, and it was like meeting your internet best friend. Like that's how it felt. Like we like ran to each other and hugged each other. It was so cute. And yeah, I also saw some people from Finest. Shout out Ryan. Shout out NG. Shout out Sydney. Shout out Miss Finest. And shout out. Wow, I forgot. Okay, just shout out Finest. Shout out Finest if y'all watching this. And yeah, it was really fun. I really liked meeting new people at the D3 event. I met a lot of new people, and it felt like one big Filipino party. Cause like there was no food, but it's
Did
okay.
they have line dancing, like for intermission or something?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
No, but they danced Soldier Boy.
Oh,
So
I,
basically.
I saw Yagi dancing that.
Yeah, it was really fun. Oh my god, it was really fun. I want to go back to that night. But yeah, traveling was really fun. Oh wait, okay. Well, it was like 12 a.m. and we were walking back to Newark Penn Station.
How long did it take actually?
Like 20 minutes.
That's not
Well,
bad,
15
right?
minutes if you walk fast.
Oh, okay.
But we were walking, walking past a trash can, and then 5 rats came out
Oh.
and ran across the sidewalk. Me and Maliha were screaming, and then like Annie and Mish and like Mara and Lauren, I think they were on the other side of the sidewalk, and they were like, "Who was screaming?" And I was like, "That was me. That was me."
Why didn't you take a video? I wanted to see rats.
We live in New York. You could probably find one at the train station. I don't know.
Well, I don't see you taking videos of them, so.
Oh, overall, fun trip. I can't wait for more D3 events. And yeah, now that is enough for me because I know y'all tired of me. Except that is not enough for me, actually. Ad break, insert ad music. Hello, if you're watching this and you want to support our Miss PI rep, Kimberly Subida, please buy tote bag. We have 7 left in stock. Look, it is so cute. You can have a tote bag with Kimberly Subida's face on it. Hashtag Miss Kim Dependent. And this will match literally every outfit that you want for only $15. 15. 7 left, limited edition. I think you I think you guys should go buy some. More info in our link tree and Kimberly Subida's link tree. And I will add. Who is that?
That's literally Kim.
Oh, that did not look
Like who else would he be showing right now?
What? That kind of looked like Newton.
Why would you?
Like Newton.
Does that look like Newton?
Oh hell no!
No, the first picture that Candy showed kind of looked
That
like
looked nothing. They don't even dress the same.
Well,
Well.
It's pretty, so thanks, I guess.
Oh, I.
anyways, link to buy Kimberly's tote bags will be in the description below. So yeah, thank you for listening to our ad. Now I'm going to pass it off to our Miss PI rep, Kimberly Subida. Take the floor.
Woo!
Yours. Floor is yours.
Damn, she sneezed on all of us. Hello. All right. So Miss PI, I don't know. When I just hear the words Miss PI, like my head is flooded with a bunch of things, so many emotions. So literally, I'm like, I don't even know where to begin. I guess where I could begin is the beginning. Oh, brain. So I guess the first thing I thought of was like what kind of what kind of led me to do Miss PI, like what even got me interested in the first place. So I always like knew of Miss PI because like I was very familiar with like D3 even if I wasn't like completely active in it. And especially since I like kind of started during quarantine. So I didn't really get the chance either to go to any events. And like Ange, that was low-key like my first like D3 event, which is like kind of funny because like the age gap and it's like crazy how that works out. But I saw Miss PI done in 2021, which was online, and that was like the first time I ever actually like fully saw it. And it was just so well done, and it was like even though it was completely online, the hype was still like so there in my opinion, and it was so good. And I watched it with my friends, and it was so fun because like it was just nice to see all the different clubs and like seeing all of these like proud like women and people kind of up there. It just kind of, I was like, oh, what? Oh, I was just kind of like inspired, I guess, to try it. I mean, I always thought of it, like people would always, if you're like literally like a woman in D3 or in PO, they'll just be like, oh, Miss PI, Miss PI, Miss PI. Like they'll put that in your head, like no, like literally, even if you're not a woman, they'll still be like Miss PI. If you're not Filipino, they'll offer it up to you. So I always like I was always like thinking, what if I ever did it? But I genuinely didn't think I was ever really gonna do it. Like I didn't think I was gonna be like I didn't think I was even gonna be as integrated in Poe enough to do it. And even if I was, like, I didn't think that I would be the person that would be, I guess, chosen to rep Poe. Um, no, because literally someone did nominate Khandy for Miss PI, and I still think we should go through with that. Anyway, so I was just kind of like when Miss PI started, like the talk of it this year started coming around, I was like, oh, like this could be real if I actually go through with this, like I'll actually be doing this. And I was so excited because I also thought it was online at first. So I was very, very down for it if it was online. And then I found out it was in person. And I was like, I'm scared. But I still wanted to do it anyway. Cause like I've like done, like I performed some stuff on stage, like not anything big, but like, like I've like sung before, whatever, as a lot of Filipino children do, because their parents force them to. um but like I had really, really bad stage fright because of a because something happened when I was on stage. I like embarrassed myself when I was like in middle school. So I had really terrible, terrible, terrible stage fright. Like it was actually very bad. And I like never wanted to go up again and do any of that stuff again because I was always scared of messing up. And I guess like that's like sucked because like it's like I didn't really get to enjoy myself because I was just too scared of messing up in front of a bunch of people again. But that's why I kind of wanted to do Miss PI because I was like, this is a chance for me to kind of like get over it and like now like not be scared when I'm on stage. And the crazy thing is that like I wasn't like I actually I kind of like I'm kind of proud of myself because I used to literally shake and tremble like a little chihuahua. But it really it really helped. So I guess that's kind of my process of getting into it. One thing that really drew me to doing Miss PI was telling my story, because who doesn't want to talk about themselves for hours? No. But just like I feel like as people who are part of a community, whether they're they're Filipino or not, or whether they just kind of like, even if they're from a different culture, the things that bond all of us together, kind of like, I feel like there's so much discussion, endless discussion that can be made when you're in a community like D3, having like educational GBMs. Like everyone will always talk their shit when it's an open discussion, because as we should, because that's the space that we all deserve to take up, and that's the fact that we're comfortable enough to do it is great. And that's how I felt about Miss PI. Like it was just another space for me to kind of share my story, and then also see if other people resonate. I feel like that's the best part, is when you find other people who understand your struggles and they also uplift you in that way. So like growing up, like I just like any second, oh my god, anytime anyone brought up hair, like oh hair, oh and like just I would always have so many discussions about it. And it was so interesting because like also not a lot of people not a lot of people know like the struggles of like of what hair can bring, and some people know it too well, including other beauty standards and stuff. So I guess like that is something that really pushed me, because I really, really wanted to be able to talk about that, and like just bring it to everyone else. I feel like that's so powerful, and I feel like it's just such a powerful opportunity to have. Um, so yeah, and I'm grateful that I was able to do it, and seeing like the aftermath, and like people talking about their own experiences, and like I don't know, like people just like resonating is like the best part, in my opinion. I feel like it's just such a nice thing that brings everyone together. So yeah. So I guess like to briefly kind of touch upon like the process of SPI. I'm sure I'm sure we'll get more into it later. The specific details, but I like I said like I said, I knew what I wanted to talk about, but also there's a lot of like there's a lot of levels to being Filipina, and to being a woman. So I was like, what and being me. So I was like, what can I had a lot of trouble figuring out what exactly I wanted to focus on, because there could be so many things, but I wanted to see what I wanted to highlight specifically. Um, so I guess like for a while I like knew kind of what topic I wanted to talk about. I think beauty standards was what really stood out to me. I was always stuck with like different parts of my identity, or just being like the perfect Filipino daughter in general was something that I always stuck with. So I guess it just ended up being more of like talking about um beauty standards, like I mentioned, and how I struggled with that. Um, and in terms of like how I wanted to say it to everyone, I was like, how do I do? There's so many different ways that you can share your words with a bunch of people. And I guess the first thing that came to my mind was a spoken word, which like I never wrote a spoken word in my life. I never performed one or wrote one or anything around it ever. So how bold of me to want to do that. I guess I think I just wanted to yell on stage. But which is funny because I didn't even end up doing that. But but I don't know. I think I guess what this kind of goes into is like I was thinking of what I have to offer to this pageant, and there were so many things I was so unsure of, especially being scared of being on stage or like my abilities. But I think the one thing that I wanted to carry me the most were my words, if that makes sense. Because I feel like that's what I was most sure of in myself. Um, it's just my words, because it's essentially me. So it's like no one can tell you otherwise. No one can tell you that you're wrong, because it's just me and my story. Um, so yeah, I went through it a lot. We were gonna do a TED talk. We were gonna do more of a speech. We were gonna do a spoken word. I was gonna actually say words during during the show, um, myself, but I couldn't spray my hair and talk at the same time. My words hold a lot, but they also hold a lot of brain power necessary, so I couldn't do both at the same time. Um, and I actually I will take this time right now to shout out Mark Bauzon right now. Clap snaps for this beautiful, beautiful man with the best brain in the world. He is like the reason I even finished my spoken word. I was so lost. I was so lost in what I wanted to say. And it's so hard to like talk your shit in such little time for what we were given. So like I had a meeting with him, and I was just talking to him, and he just concocted these beautiful like set of words, and from that I just took inspiration, which is weird because it's like he took inspiration from what I was saying, and I took inspiration from what he wrote from what I said. So um yeah, because of him, I don't think I would have ever figured out how to say what I wanted to say in like the best like way possible, if that makes sense. So like shout out to Mark, and if y'all gonna see his name everywhere in due time, I promise you that. Um so yeah, I think um I guess like the biggest thing um about Miss PI was um the the struggles the struggles I faced, because like it's so exciting to do Miss PI, and it is, and it's actually like everyone said this to me. They're like, you're gonna look back and be like, oh, you're so glad that you did it. And there were so many times I wanted to drop out and leave and die, so many times. Because it's hard, because you have to do with school and extracurriculars, and life is hard. um so I really doubted myself like the whole entire time. I really doubted myself because the thing I wanted to do the most from Miss PI, what I wanted the most out of it was to go up there and like just like be proud of what I did. Even if it didn't win anything, I did not care about winning. I don't even know if I want to get into that. I did not care. I did not care about winning at all. I just wanted to make myself proud and I wanted to make Poh proud. That was the two most important things that that's all I wanted. That was like the highest goal for me, if anything. I did not care about anything else, or I didn't care about like what was best like to win. Like I just cared about what was best for like everyone's hearts in that way, I guess. So I think like it's funny because and we'll get into this, but just like the amount of doubt and pressure I put on myself and like that I felt, um it was a lot. And like for a while, like it wasn't about winning, it was just I was just so scared of letting down Poh and like and myself, because I had like I was so excited for Miss PI, and life happens and sometimes you get unmotivated, and I was just scared that what I put up there wasn't my best, and I was scared that like it wouldn't make people proud. And like, like I'm glad I think it did. At least I think I made myself proud, definitely. I think I made myself proud just getting through the day and getting to the venue. I think that's what I think that's all I needed. Because I was just so like I just wanted, to be honest, which sounds so messed up and I hate saying this, but I literally just wanted it to be over. I just wanted to get through it and not mess up on stage. That was the biggest thing. And I just wanted to see Poh and let them be happy that I was just up there. Like I feel like if I just breathed up there, they'd fall at my feet. So I just wanted to like get through it and like and just and I did. And like it sucks to say that, and it sucks to think and it sucks to think that like I was so like happy that happy that it was over, just for the sake of like I finally don't have to stress over like this one big night. Of course I missed so many other things about it, which like I obviously miss the people. That's the biggest thing. And I miss my reps so much. I miss them, and we're gonna party together because I love them. And they're honestly one of the best parts of everything, and they're also oh my god. But I just to like get this out of the way, to like for like my like highest goal was just to get through it, and to be able to place was literally, I like it doesn't even feel fair because I just wanted to like go. I was like, oh, I was like, thank God everything's over. I can relax. 'Cause I did not think I was gonna place. I really didn't, because with everything, with all the sequence of events that happened, I felt like I couldn't do like my very 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 best up there, but I did my best with what we had, if that makes sense. um so I didn't I really did not think that we were gonna make it far, and I was so okay with it. I was very very okay with it. Like I like saw the reps and I was like, oh, good luck guys. Like, good luck up there. Like I was just like, y'all answer those questions and I'll stand there and look pretty, because all I wanted to do for the rest of the show is stand there with my hand on my hip and smile, because I wanted to feel like a Miss Universe contestant, because you know how they just smile like and they don't break face like ever. Like I just wanted to do that, so I just stood there and smiled the whole time, and then they made me go up and answer a question. So for some reason so, so it's like I honestly like I didn't even like fully like prepare for Q&A as much as I wanted to either, because I didn't think I was gonna make it. I was like, I don't gotta worry about that because I didn't think I was gonna make it. I really did not believe in myself. Not because we did a bad job. I think we did an amazing job. And I don't think I realized how amazing of a job we did really until I saw videos after, and I was like, wow, it was a lot more powerful than I thought it was, if that makes sense. Maybe it was because I was just tired of hearing this instrumental guitar, and I was like, oh, this is so lame. Like I was like, I don't even like this, and I was just like so sad. But like I don't know, watching it back, like it just like it was nice to actually feel proud of it. Um, but I guess maybe it's just because like all the reps are literally cracked and insane, and I look up to all of them with my whole being. So I think that's why I just took myself out of the room because they're all so amazing. So I was like, ain't no way like my last minute like portions are are gonna do anything, I guess. So I guess like regardless of the doubt and the stress and everything, like, and I'm not discounting how much fun I had during it because of my entourage. Oh my god. Oh, yo. Ooh. But I really think that like if it wasn't for like entourage and the other reps and my e-board, like I really don't think I would have gotten through it. And and I love them. I love them so much. And like literally would not be anywhere without them. This PI was just like really hard, but really fun. Really fun. And really something that I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. And I made like I did make everyone proud and myself proud, and I also made my parents proud, which is something I don't get to say often. So so like the fact that they were actually like happy to see me up there, even though I low-key bashed them during my spoken word. No, I'm kidding. I didn't. We hugged. It's fine. But it was just like the I guess like the end product is really worth it. Um and yeah, and I want to shout out everyone on my team and myself for getting through it, because everyone really went through some stuff, and it wasn't even Miss PI related. For once, taking out like everything, a pageant out of our lives, other stuff out of our lives, just life. It was just hard. Life was so hard outside of D3, and the stuff that we had to go through, and school. And I don't, you can cut this out maybe, but I literally got COVID in the middle of the Miss PI process, and I missed a whole week of practice with my entourage. So I literally just had to stay home, and I was so sad. Yeah, maybe. Because this was like in February when I got it. So it was like around like 3 weeks before the show. So I was just kind of, and this is like we didn't even start rehearsals yet. So that was the week where I was gonna go to school like every day, and like do stuff, do Miss PI work and do schoolwork, and like all day, and just sit, and like whenever like anyone needed me, I would just go and do everything. And then I couldn't, and I was so unmotivated because of it. And everything was canceled, even like our photo shoot and everything all got pushed. And we still bodied even though like we missed like so much time because of it. And also I will say, CUNY, there's a reason we all go to CUNY, all right? There's a reason why we all go to CUNY, and we don't have as many resources as other schools may have, which is okay sometimes. But it was hard. We practiced in classrooms. We just scavenged for classrooms. Like we didn't have, we were like the island hopping, like on the 6th floor. That one time we moved like 5 times. Like we didn't, like with such little resources, we had little time because so much things happened, and it was just not possible for our safety to do stuff. Our resources, we didn't have like anything. Like we had no space to do stuff, and we were all so busy. And then like it was just it was hard like not having things, and like we also didn't have like on that stage like you can feel really small, so like we were scared, like we didn't have like, again, there's a reason we go to a CUNY. We didn't have big props or anything, because that had time and money, which we didn't have, and then we were still able to go through and do really well. The fact that I was just like standing up there, I was like, I was like, I don't even, I mean, obviously I care how I answer the question. Like I was so scared of sounding stupid, but I was like, even if I was like, I don't even care if they think I have the worst answer in the world. Like the fact that I'm standing here that's it. I will take anything. I was like literally so okay with just standing on that stage in the back, where no one looks at me, please. So like, just like it was just crazy. It was just crazy and unreal. And overall, like all in all, I'm just proud of my team and Poe and everyone for doing what we were able to do with just like ourselves. We really just did that with ourselves and with heart. So so yeah, I think that's my experience. I guess. Yay.
We're gonna be admitting some very cool people, some very familiar faces that you guys may know. Is everybody ready? I present to y'all
Aww.
the rest of Kimtourage. Oh god,
Woo! Woo!
oh my god, I'm just I'm spotlighting them. Add spotlight. Oh my
Hi.
god.
Oh,
Ah. Okay, so hello everybody again. These are our special guests for today, and they're gonna personally introduce themselves. You may recognize them. You definitely recognize them, and I'll be passing off the ritual mic to JD Pokemon.
hello. Hi, my name is JD. Pronouns are he and him, and my role in this Kimtourage is I did the sounds, did the audio for Kim, and the lighting for the stage during the day of. So yeah, hello.
Hello, I'm Gwyn. My pronouns are she, her, and I was Kimberly's point person, and also I was a runner.
She runs so fast.
So
She's
fast.
really good at running.
She really did
Really
run.
good.
She really
Yeah.
did run.
You know,
Best PP.
That's so true.
It's running PP.
and I will pass it off to Lauren.
Hello, hi. My name is Lauren. My pronouns are she, her, and my role in this whole entire pageant was I was one of the choreographers of Miss PI and one of Kim's biggest fans. Yeah.
That is it, everybody. These are the main people here, the beautiful people who helped out Kim for the process of Miss PI. And some of them were also choreographers. If you guys didn't listen, that was Lauren. So replay that 2 seconds ago in case you didn't hear.
Also, shout out Sam. She's at work, but
Shout out Sam.
yeah, shout out Sam.
Hi Sam, a chicken insider.
Miss you.
She helped with hair and makeup, and she also did the
She helped me walk. She
did
helped me
her
walk.
Oh yeah.
She
Yeah,
was the
Lauren
PI
knows.
last year.
She was the
also.
fangirl
What?
along with Kyla in the intro walk.
Oh, the
Yeah,
flashlights.
yeah, that was fun.
The cell phone flashlights. That
We
was-
weren't even like acting. It was literally just like, holy fuck, we're on the stage. Holy shit, Kim looks so good. We gotta run away now.
That wasn't even acting. That was method acting because that was already a real thing. They finessed it. Okay, thank you guys for joining us today again. We really appreciate you having here. It's such a wonderful time and a wonderful experience to be talking about Miss PI. And now we are going to be discussing the process of prepping for Miss PI, which I'm sure a lot of you guys, have a lot to discuss about. I guess I will pass it off to the point person. I'm looking at her. I'm not Kim her. Sorry, Gwen, I didn't put you in spot, I promise. But feel free to speak about your experience with Miss PI and helping out Kim. You have the floor.
Yeah. Woo! My person. No, it was a really, really fun experience. Like, I know there were a lot of uncertainties in the beginning, like a lot of uncertainties. But you know, we got through it. Kim got through it. She was really good. She stayed really strong throughout the whole thing, which I know may have been hard because if I was in Kimberly's position, I'd been like, you know, like why, you know, it was I don't it was a tough time. It started in January, right? It was January. And Miss PI was originally supposed to be in February, but then stuff happened and they're like, you know, we're trying to figure something out. But it was like wasn't until a month later that they announced that it was gonna be still in person in March. And like that whole in between was just like a whole period of waiting, which was really tough. But I think it was really cool that Kim knew like exactly what she wanted to talk about. Like from the beginning, she was just like, I want to talk about my hair, you know, because that's been really important to her. So we were trying to like work around like how do we bring in her hair? How do we bring that and connect it to the whole Tadhana thing? And we've had a lot of good ideas, especially for cultural and talent. Like Sam came up with the idea of the gods and goddesses, which was really cool. And then so we went from that, and then we went to TED Talk, and then we went to speech, and then we went to spoken word. There was just a lot of in between, but I think in the end it turned out to be the perfect way for Kim to tell her story. And also like shout out to Kandikar Ridwan, because like all the photos, we had like 5 photo shoots and it was all Khandy. He's been amazing. So cue the photos.
I love you, bitch. I love you so much. Oh, can I curse? Am I allowed to? I love you so much.
I love you, Khandy.
Literally, last
You're
podcast we
amazing.
talked about sex. I feel like you're fine.
Candy, you cursed like at the beginning of the show, please.
Sorry.
So I'm gonna mute you now.
We did have like 5. We had
There's
so
a
many
lot.
photo shoots.
A lot of photo shoots.
And I only sent in 2 pictures to them.
And you still got Miss Photogenic.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. But literally shout out Khandy, because he coordinated like every photo shoot. Like he made the background, the backdrop, and then the lighting, everything. He was like, Kim, pose like this, blah blah blah. And then even after the photo shoot, he was like, bro, let me edit this. He was editing all the photos and sending them in, and he's just been amazing, especially with the flow. You guys see the 3, what is it called? I forgot what it was called, but literally props to Khandy.
I love you so much. I really don't know how to take compliments. Thank you so much, though. I love you.
Of course. And shout outs to the rest of Kimtourage also. JD, it's been really great. Like I loved working with JD, especially with like the sound, like doing all that was really fun. Especially because he's my big. It's been nice. That's my big, guys. JD Pakamara. That's my big. So it's been really cool working on that with him. Kyla? Bro, Kyla. I remember like when we first invited Kyla to the Discord, immediately just started sending makeup ideas immediately. Like even before she was in the Discord, Kim was talking about how like Kyla would just bring up like, oh, I want to do this, and you just had so many awesome ideas, and especially for the photo shoot with the pearls, dude, Kyla, you're insane with the pearls. That was crazy. Really, all of Kimtourage has been so great throughout this entire process. And I know it was really hard, but y'all really came through. And Kim got first runner-up. Can you believe that? For real. But Kim, you've also been really great. Like from the beginning, it's been like from the beginning, like right when you started like telling me your ideas, I was like, bro, this is gonna win. This is top 5 material. No, don't make that face. Don't, don't make that face. Yeah. Anyway. The dance practices. At the the dance practices, at first Kim was like, I don't know how to dance. I'm not a good dancer. I don't know how to dance. And then the first practice, she popped up with the whole hip hop thing, and I was like, bro, you look like you know how to dance. And she's like, I don't know how to dance. And then I'm like, no, you know how to dance.
All right.
All right, that's it. Okay.
All right. I still don't know how to dance though, but thank you,
No,
Lauren.
stop.
You literally looked great.
For real.
There's a reason why you're in the front, ma'am.
Oh, it's because of the gene
Great.
pool, actually.
That's
You know,
so
highly.
The gene pool, and you did amazing. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, the front middle, when you did that pose, that was like, you know?
Oh yeah, I just want
Where's
to
your-
show my
where's your
armpits
number
to
that?
everyone.
Yeah, the arms.
Yeah,
Kill
my
it,
You
kill
did that
power.
yourself. Nobody told you to do that. You just
Yeah,
did.
the theme for Miss PI this year is actually Killy Killy, not
Yeah.
Latana, because I just showed my armpits every portion. So
Miss
next year, if you want to do Miss PI, just show your armpits and you'll get far.
You heard that, Kyla?
Kyla,
Bleep that out. Bleep that out. JD.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm passing it off to JD.
Overthinking.
Oh dear, not the song, but hello.
For you.
My experience as Mr. PI. I mean, this is totally different because I was online, and Kim had to do it in person, and to me, I think it's such a like way better experience being in person. So I've never gone to a Miss PI at all. This is my first time going as well. Because every time in January when Miss PI pops up, it's on my mom's birthday. So I can't really just go. Like, who else is gonna cook in the kitchen? No one. But yeah. Yeah, I'm just so proud of Kim and what she has accomplished. I was in the backstage watching Kim dance during opening, and I was like, yo, are you kidding me? Kim in front? Hey yo, what's the I took a video of it, but like I don't know. But yeah, being Entourage, I basically was Entourage 2 years ago for Miss PI, but I wasn't really there. For me, being behind the scenes is like such a I feel like it's for me, like in a way. Like I kind of I heard that, Kyla. Stop. I feel like it's a role that I really want to do. I mean, being on stage as like being the main person, I don't know, maybe it's just my personality. I don't want to like stand out too much. Yeah, I just want to be like someone that's supporting someone in a sense. Like I like, to me, that it feels good to me that I'm able to help someone out. So yeah. Hi, Lauren.
Hello. Thank you, JD. All right. What was I? Oh yeah, I was a choreographer. My process, the process of making it was, hopefully, is everyone gonna walk into this room? No. Okay. The process was a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot. It was very stressful, especially because, like someone said earlier, the pageant got changed. Like, there was a lot of like, what's it called? Like changes in whether the pageant was gonna be online, whether it was gonna be virtual, and etc. The overall process was hard. It was very stressful. But thinking of like the songs and stuff, I thought that was gonna be the hardest part, but it actually really wasn't. Like I was talking, like I wasn't the only choreographer. Obviously, there was Matt and there was also Crystal from FSA. And in the beginning, we were like, at first, we were just trying to think of what song to do, what kind of vibe we were going for. And I thought it had to relate to the theme. And I was like, oh my God, we have to put so much research. Like, we have to do this and that. We have to relate it to the theme. Apparently we don't. Like, it could just be about dancing, like women dancing for empowerment, just showing off themselves and just being women. You know what I mean? Like just doing it for the show, doing it for themselves. I'm like, wait, that's so much easier. So much less thinking, more like, hey, we're doing this for us. So we thought of like very powerful artists like Beyonce. We thought of Rihanna. We thought of also someone mentioned Doja Cat. There were a lot of songs that we wanted to do. We ended up doing Lemon. Who chose that? I think it was Matt. We did Lemon for the first song because we wanted to like what's it called? That was gonna be like a more vibey song where you just kind of like chill out and stuff. And then we wanted to do like Beyonce or like Partition or whatever for like powerful movements. And the thing is, we were originally gonna do 3 songs and like this whole thing, but because of the lack of time, we only could do 2 songs. And one of the songs was gonna be River, but I forgot her name, the person who made the song River. But yeah, we were gonna do River. And yeah, we chose Beyonce / Partition, and we did Lemon. And then yeah, that part wasn't the hardest part. I thought it was gonna be, but the hardest part was actually making the dance because everything was in like, because me, Matt, and Crystal, we had like different schedules and stuff, so it was really hard to like actually make the dance. Like we had to do everything online. Like I know the pageant was in person, but we had to make all the dances online and stuff. And then we would have to like, and it was crazy because the 3 of us, we weren't all available at the same time. So it was either me or Matt choreographing, or Crystal and Matt choreographing, or me and Crystal choreographing. Like we had to intertwine with each other and then like make the dance and then like polish it like an hour before practice. Like it was insane. But because of that, like even though it was really stressful, I'm really glad it turned out really well. I'm actually really surprised, and everyone really liked it. I hope everyone liked it. I hope everyone liked it. I'm glad the audience liked it too, because like I think there's a difference between dances and like dance team like dance competitions versus like shows. Like Matt's not here, but he really wanted to be all technical. And I'm just like, let them have a show. Let them pop up a knee. Let them squat. Let them do all this. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be super technical and stuff. And like, I really wanted to get the audience just be like, woo, woo. And just knowing Kim was in the front, I was like, yeah, Po's gonna eat the shit up. I'm serious. Like we did the formations and we didn't have time to like really like, okay, I want her in the front. I want her in the back, blah, blah, blah. We didn't have time to really do that. So it was more like the gene pool. Like if you're the shortest, you're probably going to be in the front more. But I think we did a good job in balancing it. But Kim was just fortunately in the front a lot. And yeah, she killed it. She did amazing. She said she can't dance, but I don't know if you were at Miss PI and you watched her dance, you probably would have been like, oh, she dances. Yeah, she does a little of that. She does a little some of that. But yeah, I'm just really surprised, and I'm actually really proud of ourselves for even creating this, and also for the reps, including Kim, for persevering and really killing that piece. And surprise, plot twist, we have another guest coming up, right up. Yes.
Hello, my name is Matt De La Cruz. I'm one of the choreographers for Miss PI, and my pronouns are he, him. The process was very tedious, to say the least. I think it required a lot of patience on everybody's ends to kind of wait for what planning team had to say, and knowing when we needed to practice, when was the practice, how long we need to make the piece, and how accessible we needed to make it so then everyone was able to get it down. It definitely became stressful like during the middle of it because people have their own schedules. So not everyone would be able to show up to practice on certain days. And it was crucial to have everybody because like we didn't want to go back or backtrack to certain things like teaching choreography, something called blocking, which is basically putting them into the formations so then we could like get everything together for when we have to present it during the show. And yeah, like it was really scary to kind of think of at first because I don't really do this too often. I don't really choreograph for groups too often. So it was really cool, very nerve-wracking. Overall really fun, and like I have no regrets doing it. And seeing how everyone popped off during the show was just like, I was so hyped. I was on the sides, I was screaming, I was like, yo! And then like it was funny because one of the planning team members told me, they were like, yo bro, you good? Because I was screaming out like directions. I was like, yo, pull out, pull out, pull out. And then like towards the end I was like, finish it, y'all got this. Like the energy that they put into it, the heart they put into it, it really showed. Like I knew they were stressed out too, but they left all of it on stage and I'm really happy with the outcome. I was actually really surprised about like all the reps picking it up like really quick. It was kind of insane. Like I was like, holy crap. Like I think me, Crystal, and
Wow.
Lauren.
Wow. I'm right here.
Wait.
You could have looked. You could have checked.
I'm sorry, I'm playing League, viewers. But yeah, me, Lauren, and Crystal, like we were like really surprised seeing all of the reps like picking it up really quickly within an hour, like a little more than an hour. Lauren, stop laughing. All right, you're making me nervous. Okay, but yeah, overall, I think I had a great experience, and I'm looking forward to hopefully, wink, 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 someone showed us to jam, wink, wink, choreograph for Mr. PI 2023, wink, wink,
Dead.
wink, 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 wink. So we'll see. I will now be passing it off to Khandy, my amazing little, who pops off.
Hello, I love you, Big. Matt, you're so cool. I'm so happy you got to choreograph with my other Big Lauren. I'm so lucky I got to meet
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I've seen
Yeah,
Lauren. I've seen
your
Lauren
big
in
L.
her. Listen, I've seen Lauren in her Project Spark days, and she has come a long way. Okay, like she's so amazing, and it was so cool seeing both of you choreograph. Both of you guys are freaking like amazing to me. All right, so let's get this started. I want to make sure all of y'all know how bad of a bitch Kimberly is, okay? Because she was really humble in her speaking segment, but I want you guys to know how much stuff that she has been through throughout this entire process, all right? So we had a lot of times where we just couldn't practice, whether it be COVID scares or literally CUNY resources, right? Because we don't have the best resources like other schools. Like Kim said before, we had to like hop classrooms. We got kicked out of a lot of classrooms too. In practicing something like flow, you need a lot of space, okay? These lovely people in Kimtourage has also hurt themselves a lot through flow. I'm so sorry, but it happens. That's how you become a flow artist, you know? But you guys did amazingly despite all that. I want to specifically talk about the week leading up to Miss PI and the day of Miss PI. We so something about flow is it's not like a lot of other dances where you can just kind of like learn choreo and then clean it, right? Flow is something where you really have to learn fundamentals and you have to learn moves before you go on to learning choreo. So a good 3 weeks, I'm so sorry if you can hear my cat meowing, by the way. But for like 2 to 3 weeks before we learned choreo, we had to learn the moves, and learning the moves of flow takes a long time, a lot of pain as well. And again, trying to find spaces, trying to find time where we're all free, right? It was a really hard process. So the Sunday before Miss PI, we got together, and actually like learn the choreo that matches up with the spoken word for the talent section. And we were really excited. We were confident because like I feel like the set really came together, and everyone picked it up so quickly. Like shout out to Kim, Kyla, and Yana. Like you guys are so good at flow, despite mostly being beginners. Kim has some experience because she did learn fall semester, and from then on, I was like, this girl has potential. Like she's gonna be a master, and she is. So for me personally, like again, thank you Kim for letting me be on this because it was I felt great. There's something about performing, especially with flow, just kind of going up on that stage and like going down and cracking a glow sticks and seeing that light surround you. It is so magical, and I really hope that whoever's watching this gets to do flow on stage because it is a beautiful, beautiful experience. I thought I would be really nervous, because especially because I haven't performed in so long, right? But I feel like being with Kim and Kimtourage maybe not feel nervous at all. I think actually we were laughing before getting on stage. We were like, whoa, why don't we feel nervous? Like, this is weird. I really feel like it's because of all the stuff we were going through in that week. It was just like, oh, this is nothing, like what's the worst that can happen? I was honestly like, even if I fall on stage, I really don't care. I'm here. So performing felt amazing, hearing the crowd go crazy. I think especially with something like flow, it's something that a lot of people haven't really experienced. Unfortunately, the lights were on during our show. It would have been better if they were off, but that's okay. That's okay. um After the performance though is when like we really, I remember when Kim was on that stage. Okay, this is a very specific moment for me. When they announced top four, right? They were gonna announce the last one. The crowd was so quiet. I could literally hear my heart thumping, right? The lights were bright, but it felt really dark in that theater. And I was just like, I was literally, this is the first time I prayed in years. I was like, God, please, please, please announce Miss Poe, right? And then they were like, Miss Hunter Poe. I swear to you, I started jumping up and down. I was crying like crazy. You can ask Kyla. I could not, I honestly did not hear any of the Q&A because I was still crying. Okay. It was an experience. I feel like it was needed because after everything we went through that week, like that victory was so needed for us and for Poe, and that representation was amazing. So yeah, I don't really know where I'm going with this. I think that's all I had to say. I want to give it off to Kyla Bear, our amazing hair and makeup artist. Here you go, Kyla.
Hi. I've been doing statistics, but I've been listening. So, sorry. I'm like, let me take a Kin moment. Hold on. Pulling this. Okay. Hi guys. I did makeup, hair with Sam. After Sam wasn't here, and let me just start from the process. Kim asked me one day. It's crazy because she texted me Kyla ... or something like that. She was like, I have a question ... and I was like, so I'm in trouble. I was like, oh no, she doesn't like the graphics that I'm seeing for eBoard, because I was just like la 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 la. Well, like the Miss PI team was like, they were doing their thing, they were like learning about it. They were I was one of the later additions to Kimtourage, so I didn't really know what was happening in terms of the vision, in terms of what Kim was doing, or like her plans or whatever. I was just kind of like, I was just like a little dust speck floating around in like the air until Kim was like, let me get you. It was like the Lorax. She put me on a clover and she was like, welcome to the world. Except she did it so ominously. She was like, I have a question. And then I went to Hunter College, and then I saw Kim, and I was like, I'm gonna pee my pants right now. Hi, Kim, what's your question? And it was like, oh, she was like, how Kim is. She was like, oh, hi, how are you? You look so good today. And then she was like, do I know you're my entourage? And I was like, hold on. I was shocked. I was like very pleasantly shocked though, because I was like really expecting my the chinelas to come off. Like I was like, what is happening? And then she was like, I really want you to be my entourage. And I was like, oh thank God. Yeah, sure, whatever, fuck it, we ball. For hair and makeup. And I was really touched that she thought of me, because to be quite honest, I was scared of Kimberly. I was scared of Kim when we've already talked about this so many times, but I was literally scared of Kim when I first met her. So then she was like, I want to spend more time with you on a regular basis and have you touch my face a lot and touch my hair, which is a very personal thing. And I was like, oh, Kim, okay, sure, whatever, it's fine. So I did it, and immediately I went to Pinterest. Like literally 2 seconds after she asked, I was like, okay, I'm doing Miss PI makeup. Oh my God, Miss PI is happening. Oh my God, because I was a COVID freshman. So I literally same first D3 event, and like a couple weeks before, or like maybe even that week, we had our plans for like an upcoming like first in-person event. And I was like, I hadn't really like grasped the scope of like PO at the moment, right? So I was like, oh, whatever. Like, I wasn't thinking in terms of pageants. I was thinking of like having fun, because I was like, in my head, I did not know like D3 was a concept. And like, I'll shout out to all my other externals. Like, I haven't really gotten to see most of them. So like, I haven't even had the experience of just like all externals in a room like together. So I didn't realize how many people are gonna be there and like observing and perceiving us and like Kim and like what she looks like in her face, which is like a blessing, first of all, because Kim is so naturally beautiful. So it was so like easy. Kim made my job so easy because she just gave face the whole time, and I was like, let me stick some stickers on your face and like let's see what happens. But yes, makeup. I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna do like a crazy look because that's what I'm in the mood for right now. And I had just also watched a bunch of TikToks about like the behind the scenes for Euphoria, and they had like binders of like their faces and different looks. And like, I've always loved makeup. I used to work in a haunted house doing special effects makeup, and I just always loved makeup. So I was like, oh yeah, fun. So I was thinking about like Filipinos and Philippines and like island girls. Like the vision was like pearls on her face, giving her that like sun-kissed, like, oh, like the water just hit her face, and what is pearls? I was also, because Kim is so classically beautiful, just like her facial structure is very like, it's very symmetrical. Her face structure actually reminds me a lot of Doja Cat for some reason. It's just because like the distance between, I don't know, her face is like perfect. She's beautiful and we love Kim. So every time I think of Kim, I think of like classical beauty. And then the first thing that came to mind was the Birth of Venus picture, because also like the hair and the island girl, and she's so pretty. So I was like, okay, per. I looked, and then they were telling me like, oh, like for gown walk, we were thinking like 20s sort of thing, and 20s pearls, Hollywood fusion with like, it was so crazy. I don't know. I got really excited because it was like, part of it was like thinking about the fusion between American and Asian, and like pearls, what pearls mean in the Philippines, pearls mean in like westernized culture. It was just a lot of like thinking. I don't know, I just stared at a wall and I like spaced out, and then I went on Pinterest, and then I had a portfolio for Kim. I had like a multi-stage, like, this is your hair for formal, this is your hair for gown walk, this is the vibe, this is the vibe. I have a separate section for makeup, I have a separate section for 20s hair, I have a separate section for 20s hair on curlier hair types. And I just kind of went a little crazy because I have a Virgo Venus. So I was like, we're doing this. Yeah, and I also thought about color theory. She has a very warm face with like cooler undertones. So I was like, okay, blush. And then the pearls are perfect because they're like a creamy pink. I actually have them right here. Shout out Amazon. Not shout out Amazon, fuck Amazon. But like, they're like a cooler peachy pink toned, which is perfect because pink goes so well with Kim. And like her natural like color palette, if you like look at her ever on Instagram, it's like warm and earth tones. So it was perfect. It was just perfect. And then the pearls are perfect and everything was perfect. And I really like doing makeup. And so yeah. Now her hair. Let's talk about her hair. I was really nervous because I don't have the same hair type that Kim does, which is like, that's just how it is. And so I haven't really had much experience on like styling and working with curly hair. We both have wavy hair, but she's like, I don't know what C she is, but she's definitely at least like 2 steps up from me. So I was like, I was nervous, But then she made a joke about Shea Moisture curling smoothie, and I felt so seen. And I was like, okay, got it. And like Kim, the hair was kind of, it felt bad because we had to straighten it before we styled it. And I was like, this is literally what she's been doing her whole life. It kind of broke my heart to straighten her hair. I'm not gonna lie. Like I almost cried. It was like a really long day doing like the photo shoot. Doing the pearls and the makeup took forever, but it was also really fun. But I was so tired by the time we did her hair that I was like really emotional for some reason. And then like when we first straightened her hair, my straightener isn't very heavy duty because it's like 30 years old. But one of my roommates let me use one of their hair straighteners, and they're like so bougie and nice. And like seeing like her hair, which is so beautiful, and she like literally washed it the day beforehand, so it was just washed like hair. It was so perfect. And then straighten it and like smelling that burnt hair smell. Like Kim literally went like, oh, this reminds me of like my childhood, and I almost wanted to cry. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like changing the curls that she had to a more westernized version of like the curls that like, you know, people with different hair textures wanted. It like really made me sad, but it kind of slayed for the photo shoot. So yes, but it made me really think while we were doing her hair that like it's so sad because I also recently only found out that I had like curly, like wavy hair. Like I always thought I just had really poofy straight but frizzy and poofy hair, because my parents always said like, oh, perfect, like dalagan Filipino, like straight hair, like my parents like literally put so much oil in my hair to like have it all silky smooth and stuff. My hair was never silky smooth, and I was like, what the fuck? And then TikTok, this bitch. Let's shout out to TikTok against Miss PI. Literally, that's the only reason that she wanted Miss Photogenic, is because TikTok was like, hey, Kyla, check this out. Filipinos not knowing how to take care and style curly, wavy hair, because we weren't taught it. And we did, like, I went literally 20 years without knowing that I had like wavy hair, because no one ever taught me, because everyone told me that like, you have straight hair. You're supposed to have straight hair. Everyone loves straight hair. Straight hair looks so beautiful on you. And then like, I would always not have the straight hair that everyone wanted. And I was like, this sucks. This sucks ass. And then I realized I have like curly hair, and no one ever taught me because people didn't know. And it's literally Kim's culture, but people didn't know because we didn't have an education, because internalized racism, because of the white standards, because of colonization, blah, blah, blah. But it made me really sad. And I really want to thank you, Kim, for letting me like literally kill your hair. I really want to thank you because it's a very personal experience. And like, I don't know, like the trust that Kim had, I was like always asking her like, oh, what if we do this? Oh, is it okay if we do this instead? Like I was literally doing her makeup on the fly, and she was like, literally like myself, I'm in your hands. Just do it. Fuck it, Kyla. And it was really scary, but also really nice to see how like she trusted me. So shout out Kim for that. Yeah. Behind the scenes of being in Kimtourage, it was so fun. It was so fun. I miss every single person in Kimtourage ever, because it was honestly like less like practicing and more just like hanging out. I don't know if that's because like it didn't really sink into me that we were going to Miss PI. I didn't think about like the show or the pageant or whatever. I really honestly thought it would be like just like vibing, and then there would be like other people there, and it was just like me getting to hang out with like Eboard and like Kimtourage and stuff. It was really fun, especially because Flo. Let's talk about Flo, and more importantly, let's talk about Khandy. Hi, Khandy. Part of the reason that being in Kimtourage was so much fun, besides like hair and makeup, my only other role was like tour, like doing Flo, right, at the time. And Khandy is just the most patient teacher ever. He's so like, it was something that I've recently learned, because I have some really shitty teachers and I'm not used to having shitty teachers. I just felt really lucky. But Khandy is one of those teachers that it like cares about what he's talking about and knows what he's talking about. He is not the type to teach, like, he doesn't teach to test, he teaches to learn. So like, he didn't teach us like, oh, this is a choreography from Miss PI. He taught us, this is what flow is. This is how you take care of your equipment. These are the basics. This is where this comes from. It was such a well-rounded and well-taught like experience, and it like genuinely fostered a love of flow in me. I really love it. I think it's so much fun, and like Khandy kept saying like we were doing so well, like me, Yana, and like Kim. It was like, you're doing so well, but it was literally all him. Like it was his vision, it was his art, and he's been literally practicing for like 4 years, like professionally or something, maybe 6. I forget the numbers, either one of those. But yeah, so shout out Khandy for really honestly making my experience so much fun, because it didn't feel like work. It felt like playing. Like half the time, I literally told Kim and Gwyn this, half the time, like doing flow, I think about nothing at all. I'm just like, wee, oh, circle, now I'm on the other side. What are they doing? Wee, like it's so much fun. It's so just, I don't know, it feels so cool. It's very empowering, but it's also just like, I feel like such a bimbo. I'm like, whoa, pretty lights. This is so much fun. But yes, it was fantastic. I think also part of the reason that it didn't feel real was just that I kept hitting my head like all the time during practice. So at some point I was just like, I don't know if I'm tired or if this is literally just like actual brain damage because the amount of times that I smack myself on the head. But I'm just here for the vibes. Okay. And now day of. The morning was for reference, the week before, yeah, we didn't get to hang, and then literally the night before, we were at Hunter College the entire day, like, and this is the first time we had all seen each other in a week. So we had this little picnic, and it was fun, but it also was like, oh shit, now we have to really grind. So we were hours just nonstop working and drilling, and like we literally made cultural in the night. And we literally decided on fans like earlier that week. And Khandy was the only one who knew how to do fans. Can you tell Kimtourage literally loves each other? I really don't think that people would have liked what we did on stage if we didn't genuinely like each other so much and work together so well. Because it was, I don't know, I really love Kimtourage. But anyways, yeah, so we literally made the cultural before. And I felt so silly because like, I didn't even think we were gonna win. Like I thought we were gonna have a good time and do really hard, but like considering like all those past like events, like what Kim said, like we're literally a CUNY. And like I've seen like videos and like even last year, like the budget, like the like everything, like people go all out. Literally, like I was thinking about Frankie's cultural the whole time, and I was like, damn, I'm not even strong enough to have Kim like in the air like that. Like we also had like the talk beforehand, like we were literally just there to have fun and like tell a story. So I didn't expect to win. And like we were just having a good ass time. But yeah, that's what making culture was like. I was actually supposed to switch Kim's makeup. I had a lot of like ideas for like the day of makeup. Kim was supposed to have different looks for each thing, which is so crazy because we ended up having like 2 seconds to do everything the day of. So we kind of just stuck to the pearls, but I was supposed to get like rhinestones. Like I was gonna give her the same look, but with little diamonds instead. So that way when we did flow, like her face caught the light and it looked like she had like glowing freckles and stuff. And I was gonna it was very inspired by rave makeup. I was gonna give her like a white wing and like it would have like lit up with the lights and it would have looked really cool. And then I didn't do that. I really wanted Kim to like show out and have different looks, and then we just couldn't do it, and it was fine, but like it made me sad. And then performing as Kimtourage, yeah, so I had to learn. We were like, what are we gonna do for like the dance and formations and stuff, because everything kind of got switched around. And so basically I went from doing hair and makeup to also having to do downwalk and more of talent than I thought I would be doing. And also we literally had just made the cultural last night. So we were like drilling backstage. And at the event, like they were kind of behind schedule, which meant like for tech time and for practices, we only got like 2 seconds. And it was literally like 20 minutes before doors open. So I didn't have as much time to do like Kim's like gown walk, hair and makeup, which was kind of like the biggest part of like hair and makeup. And like I did a really rushed face. It was still a face, and again it was easy because Kim is so naturally just like who, me, Kim? So it was like perfect. It was like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna like slap some blush on her and like do some highlighter, and then like we're gonna just stick some shit on her face and then go. Yeah, And then I already said this for Ganwalk, but like all like very last minute, it was just like, okay, you're gonna go, you're going to love her, and then you're gonna leave, okay? And I was like, half time, I was like, oh, what the fuck, yeah, sure, whatever, I'll go. And it was so easy because it was literally just like playing on stage. It was like playing tag a little, because like we had this thing where Kim like drops. Oh, y'all know, she dropped it, and then me and Sam were like, let's pretend to like fight over it. And I was still like so loopy, and like it was like wow, like my whole thought process like running on the stage was like, I'm so bright. Wow, Kim, can I get an? Wow, she looks so fucking good. Can I get an interview? You look so good. Okay, now I should bow. Oh, she dropped the thing. Fuck, shit. I catch it, and then I run away, and that was it. That was my whole thought process. Like right before we went out on stage, Kenny was like, "Guys," we're also like literally laughing beforehand, and we're like, "Oh, whatever, it's fine." I was freaking out because I just learned like literally half the choreo on whips, which are a whole different hand feel and arm feel than like strings. And like I didn't even know if I still remembered it, and like I had me, Kim, and Khandy only practice it together, like and like Sam, we only practiced it together in full like 3 times max, and it was also super rushed, and like it wasn't perfect, and I was so stressed because I was like, I just want Kim to have this fucking show, like okay, it's fine. We went on. I was literally shitting my pants, and Kim and Khandy were like, whatever, fuck it, it's fine. And I'm like, I'm gonna faint. And then it was fine. Khandy literally said, like, as soon as you hear that crowd go, you're gonna completely like feel fine. And I didn't believe him until I went, and then I saw Poe. And then I almost cried. I almost started crying because seeing everyone with their glow sticks and hearing everyone cheering, and I could literally pick out Harvey Hona's voice in the crowd because he was so fucking loud. And I was like, oh, because Poe is like my family, so it felt so like relaxing and relieving to be like, oh, like hi everyone, like oh my gosh, we're here, like I hope you have fun. It was so it made me feel so much calmer knowing that like they were there, because it was like they're literally my family. So if I mess up, like literally what Kim said, like if we like fall a little, they're gonna be like, yes, oh my god, they're falling over Kim, it's a metaphor, they're so smart. And meanwhile it would literally just be me like, oops. So yeah, it was fine. And then we were so tired, I had such a big headache, I hadn't seen anybody else's performances, so I didn't know what was happening, and like it wasn't real, it still wasn't real. I had just done the choreo and performed it, and it felt like whatever, and then we were done, and then all of a sudden it was like, you're done. And we went into the crowd, and then we saw Poe, and it like finally hit me that we were at Miss PI. Like the second we saw everybody screaming, and then with their posters and all together with like the glow sticks, and like we ran off the stage, and everyone was just like, wow, like you guys did so cool, like Kim looks so good. And like finally like getting to see Poe after a week of not being able to like see them because we were so busy and everything was happening, like finally getting to see like the people that like inspired us and like that we did it for, it like made me cry. I cried so hard because I was like, oh my god, and Ants looks so oh, I literally sobbed. They were all dressed like sort of like Kim inspired, and like it was just like you guys it made me so happy. And then like top 5, Khandy was praying. Khandy like had my hand in a grip, like please, anything, like I'll do anything, if I've done anything to make you happy. And like Sam was crying, and Gwyn was like saying hi to CB, and I didn't even know who CB were. I was just there like this Khandy's hand right now. I was just like, and then they said Kim, and my jaw dropped. I was like, no way, no fucking way. I screamed. We all had like, I like looked at Gwyn. Gwyn was like, oh my god. And Gwyn was like, we reached out to her. We were so excited. We didn't even do anything. Like I went for a high five, and we kind of just went like this. And we're like jumping up and down, and we like broke our glow sticks, and we're like, Kim. And then when Kim pointed at us, I was like, oh my god, she sees me, hi. And then I looked at Poe, and Poe was like crying. I know Angelina was scratching her doggy, and like I ran over there to take some videos to like look at like videos of them cheering Kim on, but I was literally shaking because I was like, no fucking way, she's top 5. And then when Miss Kim got Miss Photogenic, I didn't even feel anything. I was like, because I didn't even expect her to be top 5. And Khandy also was still praying, like, I swear to fucking God, she just get it. I swear to fucking God. And I was like, I mean, Kim's hot. They're all hot though. Like, whoever gets Miss Photogenic is gonna be such a slay. And like, it was Kim. And I was like, what the fuck? Khandy was like, is this real? Is this real? And I like pinched him. He was like, ah, okay, it was real. And we like cry. Everyone was crying. I wasn't crying because I was like, oh, what the fuck is she doing there right now with 2 sessions? One of them has a fucking baby on it. Like, this isn't real. She looked good though. And I was like, okay, slay. And then Khandy was like, I took those pictures and I was so proud of him. And then like I was sitting there and then like everyone was dying down and Khandy was still crying and he goes, you did her makeup. And I was like, wait, wait a second. I did her makeup. Oh. And then they were asking questions and I was like, hold on, I'm getting so much whiplash right now. I was like, how the fuck is she gonna answer questions? I went to sleep at like 6, but I also was just like, she's literally gonna say like what she thinks and it's gonna be such a slay. Because again, Kim has so much to say on this, like on the dot. Her brain is so juicy and big and kind. Like I was so not worried at all, but I was like, what the fuck is she doing right now? Like, and when she took that breath, I was like, this either she chokes right now or she slays. And I was like looking at Gwen and Gwen was looking at me and Khandy was like, oh my God, it was crazy. And then she slayed and she took that breath. And I was also like, oh my God, hi Ate shout out Ate Maria for judging. I was so glad that we got Ate Maria. Yes, but she answered the question and then she answered the motherfucking question, you know? And like it made me think and it made me cry and it made me like so proud and like it was just such a beautiful, genuine answer. And it was honestly so quintessentially Kim as well, because like all of the things like Kim was like, oh fuck, like I wish I took more time on this. After every single fucking performance, she would walk into that like fucking like the room we had and she's like shaking her head like, oh no, like I wish I did this, I wish I did that. And like the second that she just opened her mouth, it was perfect. And it was like what it was like what Khandy said, like you don't realize how not perfect, but like fantastic you are as a person. Like you just say things and people are like, yeah, because that's just who you are. That's what you think of. That's like you take the time. Okay, whatever. Anyways, yeah. So then like they were doing announcements. Amaya Braganza was also on that stage. That was my little. So I was feeling a lot of feelings. I was very proud of everyone. And I was like, this no more. Like emotionally, I was so like I can't handle anything. So then once they announced like it was like top 3. And I was like, Amaya, Kim, Liana, okay. And then it was Amaya. And then Kim was in top 2. And then I started crying. That's when I started crying because I was like, but I was crying out of confusion. I was like, no, I was so overwhelmed. We started crying and like everyone was just crying. And then they were like runner up Kim. And like it was both like, oh thank God it's over, but also like I was so proud. Like she deserved it. And it was I almost blacked out. I had such a big headache. And then running on that stage afterwards and like taking a picture, taking pictures of her and like watching her dad take selfies of her from the bottom of the stage. It just all felt so crazy. And that's it. That was my Miss PI experience. And then I went home and I slept the whole day. Yay!
That was the end of episode 2 of our podcast. POH'DCAST. I really hope you guys enjoyed listening to behind the scenes of Miss PI, the process, and just appreciating everyone who has done so much hard work for this event and for PO in general. So I will see you guys. We will all see you in the next episode next month. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And share. I think. Okay, that's it. Bye. Get ready. 1, 2, 3.